All right, so welcome to our third part series on the Wimbledon Mastery series. It's a lot of fun. We've been going here on YouTube during Wimbledon, and today we're going to cover the second most important shot in the game, in my opinion, and the most under-practiced shot in the game for sure, and that's the return to serve. And at Wimbledon, matches are won and lost on that return to serve. You're thinking about the serve at Wimbledon, but think about it. If you could just break once in a set when they're playing big boy or big girl tennis, you break that one time, lots of times that's the match right there. So what we're going to go over is the keys on the return, and specifically today in this video one here, we're going to go over the topspin return. All right? So some of the keys to that topspin return is, I see lots of people when they're trying to return a ball that they are very, very big with their backswing because they're thinking topspin. When people think topspin, they naturally think big. So I'm going to have a serve come into me and watch my backswing, and this is not what we want to do. So go ahead, serve that ball into me. So I get down here and I see that ball, I get all excited, and I got a big backswing, and usually I miss a lot of those returns when I get a big backswing. So when those serves are coming fast, you cannot afford to do that. Another mistake that I see, serve another one in, is people are always thinking about, traditional bring back, and then they turn sideways and they try and step in. That's a lot of stuff to do in a short amount of time. You're going to see more and more of the pros doing an open stance, right? So they either do two things usually. They'll do an open stance return here, or they'll do an open stance and step through. So they'll go open and then step through on the return. But too many rec players try and get that traditional shoulder turn and then stepping in the ball, and that's way too big. So watch this. I'm going to have that serve come in, and with my backswing, I'm concentrating keeping it in front of my hip. Look at that. And then just going forward. I know physically I'll probably take the racket back further than I mentally want to. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to be so short where I'm not even trying to have that racket go back, behind my hip. Physically, I may do that, though, but mentally I'm concentrating, keeping it out there, making the contact, taking all the pace, and pushing through and rolling, and I am in the semi-western grip. That's how I'm hitting that shot. All right. I also like to lead like I'm preparing for a forehand. It's okay if you like to stay neutral, but you'll see more and more pros like Nadal, Sharapova, they like to show, hey, I'm leading with a big stick. If I get the forehand, I'm ready for it. So here we go. Watch a couple of these returns. So I get down. Now I see the toss go up. I'm going to split step and look to be super short and go forward. Okay, and I got a nice out in front contact point there. So I'm going super short and forward on the ball. And again, we got some nice hit on that. Even I get a little higher, I'm looking to roll and cut it off over here. A couple more. I get in there, short and forward, really attacking that ball. Okay, so the keys to that return to serve, again, for me, I like to be in the semi-western grip. So you may want to try that. I'm here, I'm showing, I'm not making any secrets that, hey, I want a forehand. You can get more in that eastern grip if you want to be more neutral. I like the semi-western. And then your other keys are, you got to make sure that you're getting comfortable with going open stance. I think the game's getting too fast, even at the rec level with people with these modern rackets, modern technology, to do a big backswing and a traditional step-in, which I still see people doing. So think about going open, keeping the racket out in front, and using your core. I'm using the hips and the core to swivel into the ball, and then the pace of my opponent. That's all I need to get a really nice return of serve. So this was just part one of 2 more videos that are coming. There's 3 videos, so this is part 1 of 3. And the 2 other videos are really, really cool on the return to serve. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on neutralizing. So when they're serving and volleying, too many people try and pass off the first ball. I like to pass off the second ball. So I'm going to show you a neutralizing play you can do to make your opponents volley up. That's going to be video 2. Video 3 is going to be on a second serve. Coming to the net, you can use this especially in doubles. It's a great play as a prize tactic in singles, to where I've got the crush and rush and the chip and charge play, as well as you can get literally over 100 videos. We've got weekly, daily workouts to where you can work out with me every day, get yourself in the best tennis shape of your life. I've lost over 20 pounds doing that, but even more important than that, we've got people all over the world writing in saying the great results they're getting. And I've got videos on anything you can think of, whether it's the serve, the volley, the backhand. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, you can get it for $1 if you just click here, to where you get the access to the other 2 parts of the series, as well as hundreds of videos, guys. So I hope I see you over there, and keep rooting for your favorite Wimbledon player. Mine's Fed. Go Fed!